Pinto. I'm the team lead from the University of Texas team. We're doing vectoring combustion and microgravity.
Well, our experiment flew on NASA's Weightless Wonder, aka the Vomit Comet, the week of May 30th to June 7th. We were at NASA for their flight week all week. We got to take cool tours, we got to see some of their planes, and then we got to work on our experiment.
It kind of happened that during our flight week, some of those problems that we thought we figured out came back up or were introduced.
Our biggest challenge was to seal the structure at 75 psi. So we did a lot of techniques with using epoxy and silicone.
We'd fix one leak and then another one would pop up. And then every time that a leak would pop up, we'd have to completely unseal it, clean it, and then reseal it and cross our fingers and hope it didn't leak again.
We weren't allowed to take the CO2 out of the hangar, but we still had to be able to pressure test the thing. And so somebody had the bright idea, like, there's an Exxon next door, they have tire pressure stuff, let's go over there.
And it was the day before the last flight day, so it was kind of like our last chance. If we couldn't get it sealed, then we weren't going to fly.
We made the decision to weld the structure.
Unfortunately, it wasn't something that was agreed with the engineers at NASA. They were really nice about helping us out, figuring out a way to actually get the experiment on the airplane.
So we were going to just open the purge valve and just let it purge the whole time.
And that prevented any pressure from building up, so the NASA wasn't worried about overpressurizing the system.
We were taking CO2, oxygen, and carbon monoxide data. All of that was invalid because we were flowing through the entire time. We had a cone on the top of the structure with a crystal window that our visual IR camera could see through, which was scrapped the week of flight week because the structures team was worried that that was one of the things that was impacting the ability of a structure to seal. So we made that last minute decision. We're immediately just ushered into the briefing room.
The rest of us were in charge of putting the experiment on the plane, which was like a combination of working with the NASA people to get it lifted up in there, but we also had to make sure that we put everything in its right place.
Just to experience 2G and Martian gravity and lunar gravity, it was quite a different experience.
It's hard to say that there was one thing that was better than the other because all of the entire experience was something that you don't want to forget.
We seriously lived by the motto, failure is not an option.
Like, all of the NASA people were just like, this team is ridiculous, not because we were failing, but because we didn't give up.
We had so many people help us. We had so many supporters. We had Joe, Pablo, and Steve helping us out. Professors, and they always kept a positive attitude.
Thank you to all of our partners. Honestly, none of this would have been possible without your help.
We're absolutely grateful for all of your contributions, and because of your help, we were able to become better engineers and had an experience of a lifetime. So, Pagio, did you learn something that nobody else did?
Yes, I vomited in the Vomit Comet 3 times.